Janet Bowser Manning, Unity Minister. I love Janet so much. She was a prolific songwriter, and she and her husband, both ministers, singers. She and Wayne. This is one of her songs that we used to sing so much. Something's up in the universe, you can feel it in the air. Something's up in the universe, you can hear it everywhere. It sounds like laughter, ho, 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 and it feels like love, hug, hug, hug. It's the happy ever after we've been dreaming of. Yes, something's up in the universe, and it's good. How you feel about that? I hear, I see. I'm picking up, like, what? Unity teaches universal law. Metaphysical law. Metaphysics, that of the universe that can't be seen, but that can be experienced. Unity teaches divine order. That there is always order in the universe. No matter what you see that is going on, there is still order in the universe because we operate from a non-personal, universal law. What is, is. More on that in a moment. But this galactic cornucopia, this is a James Webb image. I just find this so beautiful, is an example, to me anyway, of order in the universe. This galaxy of stars. There's so much more going on in the universe than what we can conceive of. And it takes a great amount of faith and perseverance to be able to rest in that, to find your faith in that, your hope in that, when we see a lot of things that are opposite from that. And yet, I don't know about you, but for me and my life, there are so many different things that just naturally fall into place so easily and so unexpectedly. Silly small things. When I woke up this morning, there's a song that is in my head now following that. You were all on my mind. I had to say it. But when I woke up this morning, the image that I saw in my darkened room were hearts, heart shadows all over my bedroom walls. Now, what it actually was my tired eyes. I mean, that was immediately where my reasoning went, because I had spent too much time on my phone, on my computer, on my tablet, whatever it was. But they were hearts. It's like, wow, cool. Whenever something like that shows up, to just breathe into that moment of accepting the blessing from wherever it comes, of seeing these images of the universe. You know how much I love the James Webb images that we're getting. That shows us a deeper reality of what we are and what we are connected to. Charles Fillmore, from the Revealing Word on order. The divine idea of order is the idea of adjustment. And as this is established in our thoughts, our mind and affairs will be at one with universal harmony. And then harmony, perfect accord with the goodness, beauty, and righteousness of omnipresent spirit. Everything is governed by fixed law, and harmony is its expression. This is illustrated by the living body, which is a sensitive instrument responsive to the touch of the I Am consciousness. the living body, which is a sensitive instrument. So this week I had a call from a friend who things just kept not falling into place. And she's a spiritual teacher, a Unity minister who understands principle and has spent a lot of years studying and practicing Unity principles and other spiritual teachings, and yet everything was just not falling together well. And a large part of that was, as she was able to step back and look at that, was her own personal resistance that was going on within her life, because she was spending so much time trying to take care of everyone else's needs that she wasn't taking that moment for what is it that I need right here in this moment. And once she was able to get in touch with that, which just takes a moment of awareness, then she could feel the relaxation and that sense of everything coming back into order. Even though it may not look the way she thought it was supposed to look, she was able to feel, to perceive, and to recognize the order of all things. So that's from Revealing Word, the words of Charles Fillmore, our co-founder, on order and harmony and alignment with universal principle. And then we have God is in charge and everything is in divine order. Been rethinking that lately. And this is from a Unity minister who I won't name because we do go out on YouTube, and but just caused out of courtesy. But he posted this on Facebook, and not just in our ministers group, out on Facebook, and said, I have been in Unity since I was 15 years old, and I have been a minister for 42 years, a Unity minister for 42 years. God is in charge and everything is in divine order. Been rethinking that lately. Because don't we do that? We evolve and we grow and we begin to question. Even Charles Fillmore, we quote him famously saying, I reserve the right to change my mind. Because we are ever evolving beings. We don't stay stuck. We don't stay static. We stay open. We stay open to what we are experiencing. We stay open to listening for what is more. And one of our, actually I think I have it up here. I do. So first of all, we hear the term all the time, be the change you wish to see in the world, right? With Gandhi. This is what he actually said. This was in a 1913 journal article for the Indian Opinion. We but mirror the world. All the tendencies present in the outer world are to be found in the world of our body. If we could change ourselves, the tendencies in the world would also change. And hence, the shortened version, be the change you wish to see in the world. As a person changes their own nature, so does the attitude of the world change towards them. This is the divine mystery supreme, a wonderful thing it is, and the source of our happiness. We do not wait to see what others do. But we do get to come into realization and coherence, into the awareness of where we are in each moment, in whatever order the world is unfolding around us. So we don't let that chaotic order sweep us away. We come back into that present moment and we remember, be the change you wish to see in the world. As we take care of the inner body, the outer comes together. So in response to our colleague's post, one of our other colleagues, Laura Barrett Bennett, she said, "Good point and well said." She said, "Charles Fillmore also said that order is the first law of the universe, but the universe that order has created is full of destruction and chaos." Speaking truth to fact. It's not always a bed of roses, is it? These things are also part of existence. Life on Earth is the product of a supernova, as Carl Sagan pointed out long ago. It seems there is a supernova happening in our world right now, and we are helped to give birth to a new way of living our lives. The divine order that I feel is present is the fact that we are each here at this time to be the order we wish to see in our world. Be the order we want to see in our world. So we get to make the choice to be the change we wish to see in the world, and we get to stay aware and awake to be the order that we want to see in the world. When we can step away for that moment from whatever is going on around us and find a way to take a breath. I used to work for this wonderful company in Palo Alto. It was one of the best jobs I ever had. And it was all about healing and quantum science and mindfulness, and just absolutely my cup of tea, and I fit right in. And the CEO of that company so walked his talk, and whenever you would ask him a question, whether it was in just a personal conversation or stepping into his office for something, and I especially experienced it in weekly staff meetings, he never rushed into an answer. He always took a pause. He always took a breath. To feel into the moment, to feel into the answer. Now, sometimes it feels like life is happening so quickly, and we get on, maybe slip into a type A personality, and we're the Energizer Bunny, and we just want everything boom, 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 done all at once. But even in that behavior, if we're paying attention, there is still room for a mindful breath. There's still room for that mindful moment to stop and feel your body, to feel your expression, and to pay attention to what is going on instead of going into a knee-jerk reaction. Carl Sagan, "The cosmos is within us. We are made of star stuff. We are a way for the universe to know itself." What an honor. Isn't that a wonderful honor? To get to be a human being and to be able to reflect back to the universe so that the universe can continue to grow and evolve. The nitrogen in our DNA, the calcium in our teeth, the iron in our blood, the carbon in our apple pies were made in the interior of collapsing stars. You, my friends, are a big deal. And you have the power to breathe into the beauty and the order of the universe, regardless of what it looks like in the outside world of race consciousness, of mass consciousness. We see a lot of chaotic behavior in the mass consciousness right now. But the awareness that can wake me up in the morning and, in my interpretation, put hearts on my bedroom walls, whatever story you want to make up, you get to choose the interpretation. And you get to pay attention and go, there's a place for me to focus my healing energy. We are points of light. We are made of stardust. I've been sharing with you some of the pieces from the monks, the 23 monks that are walking from Austin to Washington, D.C. And a woman posted on their Facebook page the other day. She said, yesterday I drove for 4 hours to go see the monks in Rock Hill, South Carolina. It was not the peaceful experience I was expecting. There were a lot of people pushing to get a look with their phones on their face and rushing in front of us. I barely got to see the monks walk by. I also had conflicting feelings because the more people there, the better the chance their mission was having an impact. On the drive back home, something clicked. My peace is fragile. I was tested after I waited for 4 hours and then was pushed out of the way. My peace hung in the balance of other people's actions. My peace depended on the experience I got while there. Peace that exists when conditions are perfect is not peace, it is comfort. Peace is not fragile for the monks because they don't protect it. They carry it with them through chaos and adversity. Peace strengthens the same way a muscle does, by being used under resistance. I thought I was going for a peaceful experience. Instead, I came out with a better understanding of peace itself and how it is something you constantly work on within you. All that to say, thank you. Your mission had an impact on me beyond what I could have imagined. Fabi Acosta. Peace is not fragile for them because they don't protect it. They carry it within them through chaos and adversity. And that is how we be the change we wish to see in the world. That is how we be the order that we wish to see in the world, by being willing to stay awake and aware and do what is ours to do, whatever that may be. So your how to: feel for the order within you. And I mean that literally. Feel into your being. Take time to notice. Are your shoulders tight? Is your neck tight? How's your breathing? Do you need to get up and stretch? Where are you holding the tension in your body? Feel your field around you. Remember, there's no separation. There is only one presence, one power, and we say that that is God the Good. If there is only one presence and one power, that means we are swimming in this presence, in this vibratory field. Just feel into that for a moment. In the midst of whatever is going on for you, take a moment, breathe, feel, and notice. How is your resonance, your internal balance? Are you in sync with or in resistance to the universal heartbeat? This is how we grow. This is how we evolve. This is how we come into being in order with the order of a mysterious universe that we are not capable of fully understanding. No one fully understands the capacity of the truth, capital T, of what is. But if we're paying attention, we can at least experience a moment of it. Someone shared with me this week that someone very close to them had one of those experiences. And you all know who this is. I'm just not going to share who it is because it's not my story. I'm just going to tell you that it happened. But this person had one of those experiences where the whole universe just opened up. And for that brief amount of time that we are given when that happens, and we can experience the extent of that majesty and know that it truly is okay. Gives me so much hope and faith to be able to hold on during the times that are not so easy. So I know you all have read stories, Eckhart Tolle, Siddhartha, the Buddha. I mean, time, throughout all time, the mystics, the common everyday people who have been blessed to have these experiences. So hold on. Know that you're not alone. And in closing, just a little reminder to be gentle. Do not seize the day. That only startles it, and nobody wants to deal with an aggressive day before coffee. Approach it slowly, avoid eye contact, maybe offer a polite nod. Act casual. If the day growls, start making demands, or mention shenanigans, back away quietly and return to bed. And so it is. And now, as you take your tithes and your love offerings in your hands, just feel the honor and privilege of being a human being. And recognize the power of who you are. And for our offering song this morning, I kind of took over one of John's spots because this song dropped on Saturday. And it's so beautiful, and I wanted to share that with you. And before we do that, please affirm with me. As I experience the awakening of divine consciousness, I offer this gift in celebration and thanksgiving